Friends, welcome back to the class 9. So in the last class we have started with the some rationalized operations on real numbers, and in the operations of real numbers you have complete some of the identities you have learned and you have taken down and you have sent me through on my WhatsApp number. And also in this video you are going to learn the new concept, that is rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus of root 3. So this you have to learn, that is rationalize denominator. I will solve some of the example how to rationalize the some numbers. Okay, so after this I am going to solve the exercise. So first one, see, for that is rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus root 3. Okay, so multiply and divide. What I do? Multiply and divide. Multiply and divide, that is 1 by 2 plus root 3. Multiply and divide 1 by 2 plus root 3, that is to get, that is by 2 minus of root 3. Multiply and divide 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 minus of root 3. Just you have to change the operation. If it is plus, you have to change to minus, and you have to multiply both sides, that is both in the numerator as well as in the denominator, by the same number of denominator. Okay, so see here, so I will divide 1 divided by 2 plus root 3 into, that is 2 minus of root 3. Okay, which is divided by 2 minus of root 3. So see here, this is the rationalizing form. So 1 divided by 2 plus root 3 into, just you have to change the operation. You have to multiply and divide both in the numerator and denominator with the same number as you have taken in the denominator, and just you have to change the sign. So that is 2 minus of root 3 divided by 2 minus of root 3. So just you multiply anything into 1, and any number when you multiply it with 1, you will get this as 2 minus of root 3. Okay, and you will get this as 2 plus of root 3. This is 2 minus of root 3. So this looks like as a plus b into a minus of b. Okay, so this looks like a plus b into a minus b. As you know, it is a square minus b square. So you will get this as 2 square minus of root 3 whole square. Okay, so that is, you will get this 2 minus of root 3 whole, that is 2 square, you will get this as 4, and root and square get cancelled, so you will get this as 4 minus of 3, which is equals to 2 minus of root 3. So get the required answer as 2 minus of root 3. So all of you just take this example and note down. Okay, now comes to the one more question I am going to solve from this one example, that is rationalize the denominator. Okay, first of all, see the first concept what I did. Rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus of root 3. First multiply and divide 1 by 2 plus root 3 by changing the sign, or by taking the denominator by 2 minus of root 3. Next 1 by 2 plus of root 3 into 2 minus of root 3 whole divided by 2 minus of root 3. So multiply and divide with the same denominator by changing the sign. So 2 into anything into 1, you will get this as 2 minus of root 3. This is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is equals to a square minus of b square. So you will get this as 2 square minus of this, will get root 3 of whole square. So 2 square, which is equals to 4, and root 3 whole square, which is equals to, you will get only 3, because root and square get cancelled. So remaining is 4 minus 3, which is equals to 1, which is equals to 2 minus of root 3. Okay, one more example I am going to solve. That is rationalizing some of the examples as in the given. So that is rationalize the denominator. I will choose the example, that is root 5. From your textbook I am solving. Rationalize the denominator root 5 minus of root 3 minus of root 5. So this is the example, rationalize the denominator of root 5 of root 3 minus of root 5. Okay, so see here, first step what you have to write? First step you have to write that multiply multiply and divide root 5 of root 3 minus of root 5 by with this concept, that is by root 3 plus of root 5. Okay, so now I go through this concept, that is you are having as root 5 whole divided by root 3 minus of root 5 into divide and multiply both sides by changing the operation and multiply root 3 plus of root 5 whole divided by root 3 plus of root 5. Okay, so just multiply and divide with the same denominator root 3 plus of root 5, because just you change the operation and root 5, now you multiply, that is root 5, you will get this as root 5, this is root 3 plus of root 5. Is the question is correct? Yes. So root 5 into root 5. So now see, I will just check the question. So see the question, I have taken this as root 5, so not it is take as 5. So I have taken this question as wrong. So that is root 5, just to take this as 5 divided by root 3 minus of root 5 by root 3 plus of root 5. So this is only 5. Okay, so 5 into root 3 plus of root 5. So this is the question. First you take the question as rationalize the denominator of 5 divided by root 3 minus of root 5. First multiply and divide 5 divided by root 3 minus of root 5 by root 3 plus of root 5. Okay, so 5 divided by root 3 minus of root 5 by changing the operation, just you multiply with the same denominator and same denominator in the numerator and denominator. Okay, so now see 5 into root 3 plus of root 5, that is root 3 minus of root 5, that is root 3 plus of root 4. Now multiply 5 into root 3, 5 into root 3 plus operation as it is 5 into root 5. 5 into root 5. So now see, this is in the form of a minus b and a plus b. So we will get this as root 3 whole square minus of root 5 whole square. Okay, so now see, just remove, in this 5 is common, so remove 5 common, so remaining is root 3 plus of root 5. Okay, so now root and square get cancelled, so remaining is 3, and this root and square get cancelled, so remaining is 5. So you will get this as 5 of root 3 plus of root 5, which is equals to 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2. By saying the greater number sign, we keep this as it is. So I write this as minus 5 by 2, which is equals to root 3 plus of root 5. So minus 5 by 2, which is equals to, that is minus 5 by 2 into bracket root 3 plus of root 5. Okay, so this is the example to solve. First 5 to take common, remaining is root 3 plus of root 5. So root and square get cancelled, so remaining is only 3, and minus of, that is root and square get cancelled, so 3 minus of 5. So remaining is 5 into root 3 plus of root 5. So 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2. By seeing the greater number sign, we have to keep this sign. So I write this as minus 5 by 2 root 3 plus of root 5. So please note down this example. One more example I am going to solve from the rationalize as the denominator. One more example. I will choose one example, one more. Rationalize the denominator of 1 divided by 7 plus 3 root 2. Rationalize denominator of 1 divided by 7 plus 3 root 2. So see here, I will denote again, I multiply and divide. Multiply and divide. Okay, so multiply and divide 1 divided by 7 plus 3 root 2 by, okay, so multiply and divide 1 divided by 7 plus 3 root 2 by 7 minus 3 root 2, 7 minus 3 root 2. Okay, so now see here, you have to multiply this 1 divided by 7 plus 3 root 2 into, that is 7 minus 3 root 2 whole divided by 7 minus 3 root 2. Okay, So now what you have to do next step, now multiply this any with any number that is into 1, that is you will get this as numerator into numerator and denominator with the denominator. So 7 minus 3 root 2 into 1 you will get as 7 minus 3 root 2. Next 7 sevens are, that is 7 square minus of 3 root 2 whole square, you will get this. Okay, so now see, after solving you will get this as 7 minus of 3 root 2 whole divided by 7 square, which is equals to 49, and 3 square, which is equals to 9, and 3 square you get this as 9. Similarly, root and square get cancelled, so remaining is only 2, that is into 2, which is equals to, will get this as 7 minus 3 root 2 whole divided by 49 minus of 18. Okay, so 7 minus 3 root 2, that is divided by 49 minus of 18. So you will get this as, so see here, so you will get this as 7 minus 3 root 2, that is 9 minus 8, which is equals to 1, 4 minus 1, which is equals to 3. So you will get this as 7 minus 3 root 2 of divided by 31. Okay, so all of you just to copy these examples for in the classwork book, and one more exercise I am going to solve from this concept, that is exercise number 1.5 in the next concept. So see, please note down these 3 problems and you have to send me on my WhatsApp number. Hello dear students, now I am going to solve the exercise number 1.5 from your class 9. So see here, that is first question says, that is classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. So classify the following as rational or irrational means, rational numbers means expressing in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. Irrational numbers means numbers not expressed in the form of p by q. Okay, so see here, 2 minus of root 5. So see here, 2 can be expressed in the form of rational number. So that is 2 is a rational number, and root 5, any number that is rational numbers are, that is prime numbers in the form of root are always a irrational number. So this is an irrational number. Okay, so rational numbers minus irrational number is always a irrational number. Irrational number. So this is the irrational number. Okay, so 2 minus root 5 is a irrational number. Now see this one, 3 plus of root 3, which is minus of root 23. So 3 plus of root 23 into bracket into minus of root 22. So here first I will remove the brackets. So 3 plus of root 23 minus of root 23. So root 23 I get cancelled, so remaining is 3. So 3 can be expressed in the form of irrational number because here 1 is hidden. So 3 by 1, so this is a rational number. This is a rational number. Okay. Next one, 2 by 2 and root 7 by root 7. So 2 by 2, 7. So 2 by root 7. 2 into root 7 are divided by 2 by 2 into root 7. Root 7 and root 7 get cancelled. 2 and 2 get cancelled. So remaining is only 1. 1 can be expressed in the form of p by q. Hence again it is a rational number. Again we can say it is a rational number. Okay. So next comes to the 1 divided by root 2. So 1 divided by 1 is a rational number. Root 2 is a irrational number. So a rational number by irrational number is always a irrational number. Irrational number. Okay. Next one, 2 into pi. So 2 is a rational number and pi is a irrational number. So whenever we multiply rational number with irrational number, always you are getting as irrational number. Always you are getting as irrational number. Okay. So please note down these 5 examples. So see here, 2 minus of root 5 and rational with irrational, rating as irrational number. Next 3 plus of root 3 minus of root 3. First remove the bracket. 3 plus of root 23 minus of root 23. So I am saying as root 3. So it is 3 plus of root 23. 3 plus of root 23 minus of root 23. Root 23 get cancelled. So remaining is only 3 1, that is a rational number. Next 2 into root 7 divided by 2 into root 7, both cancels. Remaining is only 1, that is a rational number. Next one, 1 divided by root 2, that is rational divided by irrational, is always irrational number, and 2 into pi, which is r into, it is rational into irrational, is always a irrational number. So just to copy these examples. So dear students, now I am going to solve, that is solving exercise number 1.5, that is I am going to solve the second concept, that is simplify each of the following expression. So simplify each of the following expressions. In that first question we have 3 plus of root 3 into 2 plus of root 2. Okay, so we have studied already the operations on real numbers. We have studied some of the identities and we have solved and we have taken. So similarly, so see here, this is 3 plus of root 3, 2 plus of root 2. So this looks like a plus b into c plus d. The first example from your exercise looks the first problem as a plus b into c plus d. A you consider 3, b you consider root 2, c you consider as 2, and d you consider root 2. So just I am going to solve this. So here, if I solve this, you will get this as a into c plus d. Similarly, a plus c plus d. Next you will get as b into, you will get as b into c plus d. Okay, so you will get this as a into c. You will get in this form of same operation, that is a into c plus d into b into c plus d. So in this operation you will get this as then a into c, then a into d, b into c plus c into. So this operation you will get. So see here how to solve this. So see here, this is the operation. So I will go with this one, that is first one. I will keep this 3. I will keep this as 3 as it is. I will keep this 3 as it is. Next I will take the bracket, second bracket, that is 2 plus of root 2. Okay, so I take 2 plus of root. Next one, I take plus root 3 as it is. Next I choose this bracket, that is 2 plus of root 2. 2 plus of root 2. Okay, now we can solve this. 3 into 2, which is equals to 6. 3 into root 2, you can write as 3 into root 2 plus next 2 into root 3 plus root 3 into root 2, so you can write as 3 2s are 6, or you can write this as 3 into 2. So you can write this as 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus of root 6. So this is your required answer. First 3 into 2, which is equals to 6. Then 3 into root 2. 3 into root 2 you are getting, I write as it is. Next root 3 into 2. Okay, that is 2 into root 3. Next plus root 3 into root 2, that is root 3 into root 2, that is 3 into 2 in the right in the form of bracket, in the form of root, that is 6 as it is, plus 3 into root 2 plus 2 into root 3 plus of root 6. So take these 2 examples, and remaining some more 2 examples are there, you have to solve by yourself. Okay, so take this exercise number 1.5. okay, so please take down.